Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Repentance, where today we are going to try to beat Mother as Bethany, and thus finishing up the character. We had Eden's Blessing, once again completely forgot. We got a little Loki there, we got 2 shot from the get-go. I ran into my curse room instinctively without really even thinking about it, so hopefully we're going to get something good out of that. Spider's not terrible, not immediately horrible, so it could be pretty good. Could get rid of that one of those various champions visiting us in the first floor of the game, so that's working out. Thought this was one of those that would turn into different segments potentially when you destroyed it, but it's not. It's just a champion that has the colors of one, which is visually confusing, but fortunately we managed to get our way out. I should actually use my active item, I suppose, to get those extra flames. Might have been smart to do that a little different, but ended up working out very well and opening the secret room, so you know what? I'm not actually even too bothered. I think that actually went okay. Now we haven't gotten Shoop the Whoop on the first basement floor, so this is already kind of a new experience for me, in that I actually have to play as the character known as Bethany. Fortunately, Mother is really the only thing we need to do, so we can take our time for stuff. I don't really need to rush anything. Mostly I just want to get that angel room as early as we can, but if not, then that's ultimately okay too, I suppose. The spectral tears of these little flames are hopefully going to help us out through rooms like that as well, where it can be a little difficult to hit enemies from time to time. So just gonna shoot these 2 flames in the hope that coins drop out, because that might make this a little bit more interesting to go for that chest right there with the 1 bomb that we have, but as it stands, perhaps it is not to be just yet. So far, little Loki's actually doing alright though. I'm not too disappointed by how that's going. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's just push that out of the way. Little Loki is a problem for this room. I did not think of how that could be a predicament, but I think this should work out fine if I just use the little flame to destroy the barrel over there. There we go. We unfortunately lost the flame as well, but I kind of forgot that little Loki shoots in multiple directions, as that is really the only thing little Loki does, I suppose. But it is a little bit of a predicament when trying to shoot specifically in one direction. At least we recharged our item. We can, with that extra bomb, go for this one as well. Really just trying to get more keys right now, because I'm going to need 1 key to just go into the downpour and such. And it would be nice to make life a little easier. Baby Plum, I might actually just not attack. I think I don't hate that. I don't mind Baby Plum, and the little flames are pretty cute as well, so yeah, I'll take that. It's not terrible. It's not a stat up, unfortunately, but it does make our active item a little bit better, I would argue, so let's just wait here for a little while our best friend is just shooting tears all over the place. Only a little while longer, I'd say, before we can make use of the plum flute, and as such, make our day a little bit brighter. I have been noticing that the plum flute is actually pretty much exceptional against certain bosses, so I would like to see that get used as much as possible. I'm a little concerned with the downpour because, as you might tell from the cadence of my voice, is that I have not been awake for that long, and as such we might run into a predicament here and there, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Not sure how much I should use my active item, I suppose, because it is pretty good. Hagaloss could actually be okay, but I will use it from time to time, especially in rooms like these, which feature enemies that shoot a lot of tears, but then also some enemies that are underground, which I definitely was not aware of, but it worked out. 2 keys, 1 dice room, 1 item room. I'm not loving that too much. I'm gonna have a think about this. Not sure why. It's obviously gonna be the item room at the end of the day. That was an unfortunate way to run into an enemy there as well. You know what? I'm just gonna go into the item room right now and just get some stat up that's gonna make my day a lot better. That is the Meat Cleaver, which is an active item. A little curious how the flames would work with the Meat Cleaver, but I don't really want to lose out on little plum friend there. Book of Sin. Book of Sin is really good. I still want to go with the plum flute though. Don't immediately regret my decision, if only for the fact that At least that was part of the bookworm transformation, so we got some of that. We got a decent amount of flames from that as well, surprisingly enough, so I'll take that also. And I'm just gonna do this. Ended up getting more hearts from that than I lost, so pretty good deal indeed. And unfortunately with that lowered angel room chance, it's looking a little dicey in terms of getting that early angel room, but perhaps we can increase our chances with the bomb we acquired from the Book of Sin. That would be wonderful. If not, though, then yeah, it is what it is. We only have one bomb, and that concerns me a little bit. I don't need to go for Tinted Rocks as much with this character, obviously, due to the fact that it just doesn't do as much, but I mean, it's still fun to blow them up. There could be a small rock in there, and even though my movement speed would be disastrous at that stage, it would still be fun. And I do like fun, so that is an important consideration to make there. But with, okay, that actually makes things a lot more tempting. I could go for my secret room as well, which I feel like is limited in location because it cannot be over here. It might be next to the dice room, actually. That wouldn't be too strange. And the super secret room is probably over there, then? So far, that seems reasonable. It seems not impossible, at least. So that is... I don't hate that. Let's try that. Very nice. There is a trinket here to increase status effects for a while. Could be good. Do I want to re-roll everything on the floor? I guess I might as well. Turn that into a coin. Very good. Got some extra bombs out of it. So overall, I'd say that was worthwhile. There is also a golden chest over here, which I'm a little tempted by, but my key count is not exactly very promising in that regard. 3 rotten hearts, not bad actually. Maybe for the next floor, so I have that extra protection of not losing my angel room again. Of course, we haven't technically lost our angel room yet, because we still have to fight the boss, but... well, that wasn't really worthwhile, was it? Let's believe in ourselves. Also could have just used Hagelas thinking about it. This would have been a perfect place to use it thinking about it, but oh well. With 11 coins, I'm not really that interested in my shop, just because odds are that we're not going to be able to afford anything, but there was not a shopkeeper in that secret room, which I wasn't 100% sure about. I guess we already blew up the shopkeeper. Oh my god. Welcome to the first run of the day, everyone. It is a difficult time for everyone involved. Lil Blub, let's just use that. May have been smarter to be a little closer to the boss before doing that, but... it sort of ended up working out, I suppose. Little Flame's doing some work there as well, so it's nice. Spawning a fair amount of enemies here, and I got hit. So, yeah, there went our Devil Deal, or Angel Room, rather. But we can get that protection with those 3 Rotten Hearts over there, because with the Rotten Hearts, then I don't think you lose your Angel Room. When you lose a Rotten Heart, you just lose the entire heart when you get hit. And that could be a problem, but hopefully that's going to be okay. But as I said, it is the first run of the day. It's not the draw, so you could argue that's probably good. But whenever I do a first run of the day, it can realistically go in 2 different directions, really. One is where this one's going, which is down the drain, and then you have the ones where it's actually going really, really well, and usually that's a good sign to come for the rest of the day. Whereas instead today, it's getting a little worrying. Yeah. Yeah, that's how people speak. I don't hate experimental treatment, but it could be real bad. If I get a speed down, really any stat down would be fairly terrible right now. I'm gonna risk it again. Not bad. I actually don't hate that at all. I didn't actually mean to pick up that half a heart, but it worked out better than I thought. I was worried that it was going to put the half heart in front of the Rotten Hearts, but it didn't. So that ended up working out. There's a key there, which I could get with the bomb, which is not a terrible deal. Just going to have enemies spawn inside? No. And then we got a key anyway, so it's probably not worth it. We're just going to let the Plum Flute do some work here. It's probably going to jump on those enemies. Very nice. Didn't spawn any enemies from the floor this time around, but I don't hate it. I just like having the extra flames available. They are very large flames that shoot reasonably tiny tears, I suppose, but still overall looking pretty menacing, and that's what's important at the end of the day. Also, I could just use the this thing right here, actually, to get that key over there. Might not have been the smartest thing in the world to do this before visiting any of my safe spots, I suppose, but this could be good. Bogo bombs is not terrible. I don't hate bogo bombs, actually, just because it can make life a little bit easier in terms of actually getting the consumables I need. I do need to have 2 consumables at the end, or 2 bombs rather, at the end of this floor. So that is an important thing to realize as well. The curse room's right there, which could be good. And I think I'm just gonna do the boss right now, just because we do have that plum flute available at this stage. We don't need to use soul hearts for it. We know where just about everything is except for the mirror room, which is almost certainly the last room we haven't explored yet, just because of how big this floor is right now. Wormwood, that's a little annoying to try and do with the plum. The plum, of course. But I think Wormwood on its own is not the worst boss in the game, so I guess that kind of works out. Plus, the rotten tomatoes making him attack himself? Yeah? Alright. That's a new one. I was not aware of that one, but that's pretty great against Wormwood. Having him not actually attack you, that seems pretty strong. So I will take that happily. That's ridiculous. That's actually so powerful. I should have taken... Well, I was going to say I should have taken experimental treatment, but I actually don't hate how this is going. I don't... Does this do anything for me? Like maybe I'll get some extra item charges when I reach half a heart or something like that. That's realistically the only thing I could think of that could happen there. Which isn't great, but I mean, it's an extra item charge, I suppose. I wouldn't call it... No, I would call it terrible. There's actually really not that much redeeming about that. Dark Princess's crown is, yeah, it's effectively nothing on this character as well. So we're getting a pretty great build overall, I would say, to face Mother and the more difficult floors. We haven't had a health up yet, so that's also quite nice. It's all coming together, I would say. Kind of want to look for my secret room. I feel like my super secret room is almost certainly over there, but I could be here actually as well. But I want to see if we can get some more bombs first. Obviously, Bogo bombs could be really helpful in that regard as well, because then all of our bomb drops are going to be 2 bombs instead of 1. But I'm just gonna risk it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least we don't need to go for... We don't really need to go for tinted rocks and the like, so that does help out in terms of retaining a bomb count on a number that is usable, so that is nice. This room wasn't too difficult either. So that's lovely. And I do kind of like having this trinket with the rotten tomato, because it is pretty good at getting enemies to attack each other at the end of the day, so I would like to have them do that as much as possible. My luck is a little bit low. Wouldn't mind having that be a little bit higher, I suppose, but that's really the main thing. Like the spectral tears on the lost, though, it is very nice. Oops, don't like that part, though. Don't like the part where I don't have as much health. But we're nearly done here. We have no concerns about this run whatsoever in terms of am I going to die as the lost because I've been taking damage everywhere? Of course not. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. I have complete confidence in this. But let's move on. We're nearly at the boss again. I do want to do Wormwood again just because I want to see if either A, we could get another like syringe item or something like that, and possibly just a health up would be nice, as any boss item is likely not to be too terrible right now. That's at 2 clubs. So that at least allows me to duplicate my bombs before I start looking for a secret room on this floor. So that's looking pretty good. And I'm hoping that the tomato is going to work out against Wormwood once again here. It would be a shame if it didn't. But if... Oh my god, really? That's really terrible. We're going to call out some assistance here. A little concerned about this. I'm not sure where the attack is going to be, but we're okay. We got tier 8 up, which isn't too bad. It's at least something. It's at least a little bit better than what it was, so I'll take that. Use that to a club so I can carry around Hagalaz until the end of my life, which arguably isn't the best use of Hagalaz, but it is a very common use of Hagalaz, and I will count that as good enough at the end of the day. Actually, I'm just gonna use it here because there is a tinted rock there. And it had a whole bunch of money inside it. Also, a coin there that I'm just not gonna bother with because I value my bombs just a little bit higher right now than 1 coin. There is no secret room there. Could be here then, I guess. This seems like not a terrible place. No. It could be in front of this as well. There you go. Little awkward, but not extremely, so it's like whatever. Acceptably awkward, I would say, at the end of the day. I'm gonna get that little battery right there as well, and might as well try to find my super secret room since it's really bound to be in one of those 2 locations. I'm hoping the earlier one. If not, then it's probably the later one. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's here. If it's neither of those places, then I'd be a little surprised. But fortunately, life worked out. I just made the dumbest mistake. Okay, let's go back to our shop. Just real quick. I don't think Bogo Bombs immediately gives me anything. Is there a bomb in here? Never mind, we're good. We're fine, we're good. What are you worried about? There's nothing silly happening here in regards of me spending my second to last bomb when I clearly still need 2 bombs to open this door. Once again, welcome to the first run I'm recording of the day. It is a mess. The build's not amazing. I am making interesting life choices, but at least we managed to get a key piece and move on. I'd love to get a little bit more health though, because that is a worrying health situation that I've got brewing right now, and I don't love it. We are in the fireplace, which I'm not too fond of, I suppose, because it does have the spookier music of the 2 places, and as such I assume it's more difficult in a way. There's probably going to be more of those enemies that like drop the flames and things. I'm also a little tempted to use that chariot card to just get a bunch of money from a temperance machine and maybe get a blood bag that way, because I'm a little bit concerned about life in general. I'm actually just going to use the plum flute here as well to hopefully clear out a bunch of these goons. And so far it might have worked a little bit. There is 1 flame that is just going right now, and I can appreciate that. I'm also having a little bit of trouble with these carts and also trying to retain my life and flames and things, because these carts were just bouncing those enemies all over the place, and I wasn't loving that very much. Right, so Little Loki is not part of the conjoined transformation, so let's just keep up our streak of also picking up another part of the conjoined transformation, but arguably a better one, so I'll take that, I suppose. And it's very much an arguably a better one. Demon Baby just requires you to be a bit close, and it attacks a bit more random than I would argue that this other one does. The Robo Baby 2.0, you can move the 2.0 a bit around, but you really do need to try and play around it if you want to use it well, which is a bit worrying. That was a great way to activate that crown, and realistically not great for any other situation, but I kind of want to find my shop or my secret room first. I think it might be here. No? It might be here as well, I suppose. Yeah, there you go. Because I wouldn't mind just blowing up 1 shopkeeper before doing all of this. There's a Wheel of Fortune machine, which I will just nudge into. Might as well play it once. Was hoping for a pretty fly, but you know what? Perhaps that was asking for a little much. Which I can, I guess, appreciate. That's a big pill. My health is actually low enough that this is tempting. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the boss first, and then we're gonna heal up. Mostly because that crown is active right now, and I think that's a good idea. There's a shell, though. I don't love that too much. I don't love that too much at all. because it has a tendency of... I just have a tendency of getting hit by this boss. That's really the main thing. I didn't even see that bomb, but apparently it was there. That's the thing. I've missed things about this boss a lot, and that concerns me a little. That hit a decent amount, so that's good. There's a bomb fly there. Presumably that dropped from the boss. The Robo Baby is genuinely doing a lot of work. I think he just destroyed basically most of the segments there, so that ended up really working out very well. The little segments actually drop things, as like those are the ones dropping the bomb flies, right? I'm understanding, I'm learning, everything's okay. I'm gonna just grab this so I can have a more difficult time with the inevitable Krampus that we're about to face. Alright, yeah, pretty terrible. We have a health up pill. Betrayal is not good. Don't really get any benefit from this. Like, I would get a slight damage up right now, and if I just take more stat down pills, it would gradually become better, I suppose, but I think I'm just gonna leave that alone. Just start a journey of trying to heal up again. We do have a lot of health containers right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Having said that, if that was a health down horse pill, I would have been so screwed. But it worked out. It worked out. This is not a great room. Yeah, not a great room. The bones spawned awkwardly. I guess I could have just used the Robo Baby while standing over here and that would have worked. Ah, well. Live and learn and all that. Oh, God. This place is filled with awkwardness. Don't love it. At least these enemies are... Yeah, that's actually much better now that the enemy is in an awkward spot where I can't hit it anymore. And he's continuously jumping towards that enemy. I cannot do anything with this. God. Didn't expect that item of all things to actually ruin my day, but here we are. Oh, that's good though. Red candle. That's pretty damn strong. I might actually just take that instead of the plum flute. But I love the plum flute so much. But then I really, really love the red candle. Okay, let's not forget to do that. Get that money. Get that lover's card? No. I don't know. I might take the stars card, I suppose. Not terrible. I'm tempted by those keys, but I really don't need them. I guess I could just use Chariot to get those keys and then be on my way and then get the stars card afterwards. Because I don't want to bother with that nonsense right there. It's too much mental effort right now. And I'm clearly not in the best of places when it comes to trying to think. So, you know, we're just going to do this easily. I'm not sure... I think it shoots like a tinier flame next to it. Yeah, it's like shooting 2 flames. That's not bad. Plus, I guess I can just throw a bunch of them with soul hearts as well, so that could be pretty good. There's a weird little room right here. A bunch of mine carts with nothing but fire inside them. You can push them in the other direction, I guess? I'm not sure why one of them just went in the other direction, but... Yeah, you can push them a little bit. Sometimes. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna pretend that I know how things work. No more pretendations. Let's just destroy these enemies and be on our way. I think any of those mushrooms could potentially contain good stuff as well, but I just don't have bombs right now. We're just gonna have the Robo Baby do some work here while I chill at a distance. I think I can use the assistance in terms of not taking damage right now, and we're gonna let Robo Baby 2.0 carry the weight a little bit because it's a struggling time. I really would have liked some bombs, I suppose. I could go for the challenge room right here. Nope, don't have the health. Okay, well then I guess we're just gonna leave. I can't realistically do anything else on this floor. I could buy 1 bomb. And then I could blow up the temperance machine and maybe get a little bit more money that way. If I do it next to the super secret room, which might be near the shop, it could realistically be in many places. But hopefully, it is in the place where I'm going to place a bomb, because yeah, it could be not here, but it could be here. It could also be here, I think. But I'm just gonna hope the game works with me for a little bit today. Nope, but I did get a heart, so you know what? That's just gonna have to be good enough. We have 11 keys. We have some health. Our health situation's not terrible, I suppose. It's just worrying at all times of the day. Which is still not ideal, but it's manageable. The flames are gonna actually deal some damage, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. And hopefully we can get some work done with this. I need to have enough health to actually enter the door to the next floor as well, which concerns me a little bit with how this run has been going, but Curse of the Lost, fun. Can't do that. That doesn't work. Just leaving these enemies alone for now, even though that's probably not a good idea because of this whole situation. But truth be told, I don't fully understand how those enemies work. I don't know if they just start inflating after they've taken enough damage and then waited for a while, or if it's just random. But it worked out that time, so I'm gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing. And that'll just have to be enough. That should deal decent damage. Oh, even the walkie boys actually go towards rotten tomatoed enemies. I feel like that's just a better defense for them at the end of the day, but still, it could be good. I guess with the flames it could actually be alright. That didn't go as I'd hoped. I'm not sure what I'd hoped for. I guess I want that sock, but do I really do I really care about it that much? Probably not. I could probably do something with that red bomb over there in the previous room. I think. How long does it take for that to explode? With this movement speed? My movement speed's pretty high. I could see if I can make something work here. Ooh, that's far away though. Like, I kind of want to... yeah, okay, never mind. I was kind of hoping to see if the secret room was over there. Even though I feel like it probably isn't. Oh, that's not good. That's not what I was hoping those flames would do. It worked out, but it was spooky. Yeah, well, we'll just be on our way. Oh, God. That was an unfortunate way to get hit by a bomb. Could you just blow this up? Oh, that's you, though. Shot speed up. This is part of the oh crap transformation. We're gonna do it again. It's just really not... I mean, in terms of like gambles, it's not been too terrible, I suppose, in terms of are we getting a game-losing build, but it's not exactly what you'd call a game-winning build either. It's just a very manageable one that's awkwardly traversing its way towards the end of this run, and I really would like something a little bit more, I suppose. That would just be lovely, but oh well. Maybe like a 9-volt battery would actually be really nice. The fires are not doing what I want them to do. They're actually just making the enemies stronger, which I thought because they were like different fires that wouldn't occur, but it is. It is occur. And that is just not wonderful. I'm not very happy about it. I don't know why I expected those flames to go away after I cleared the room. That's not how that works. At least we'd already lost our Devil Deal or Angel Room anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, but it's a strange choice. It's a strange day, really. And we'll just have to make do with that. I'm a little concerned about this, but not like a whole lot. This will probably be manageable. My damage just isn't that good. That's what I'm starting to realize as we're progressing through this nightmare. Is that my damage could be a little better. I'm also a little concerned about my whole health situation still. Because I really do need to spend 2 full red hearts on that door, and that is going to be a worry, but who knows? Maybe we'll find a get out of jail free card or dad's key somewhere, and we don't have to worry about it anymore, but it just seems a little bit unlikely at the current day. Knife piece number 2. Please give me, like, hearts. No, if hearts can actually drop from this. Can you, like, go away? I'm actually a little curious if a heart would drop from one of those flames. I assume so, because it's effectively just a flame, so it's probably not impossible. Maybe not very likely, but definitely not impossible, probably. Definitely probably not impossible, maybe. So, you know, those odds are pretty good. It's a pretty nice floor so far, at least, though. A lot of nothing. Let me just destroy both of these flames as well. Maybe there's a heart in there. I'm just really not concerned about this situation right now. I can kind of appreciate it. This one's a little bit more concerning, I suppose. This one looks like it requires brain. I'm not ready for brain use. But it's okay. There's a poop there. Maybe there's like, it's a rainbow poop and it just heals me. Maybe it was just textured wrong, but it was not. It was not textured wrong. Come on. There you go. Might as well use those extra rooms to make life a little bit easier on myself. Yeah, that was just really easy. That was just nice and chill. I can appreciate it. We got our knife. Things looking good. I'm gonna just press these buttons because I'm curious. Yeah, there you go. I'm guessing the other button does the same thing, but I'm not 100% sure. We got a bomb at least. That could arguably be good. I don't know if there's any room I haven't explored yet except for the secret room, and I guess this one. Oh god, no. That was unfortunate. At least there's some rooms left. I would like to get some health. That would just be really nice and cool. At least I'm finding more bombs in a way. At least I don't have those walls to blow up anymore, so that's kind of good in a way as well. Okay, actual bombs, not bad. Definitely tempted to look for that secret room, because I think that might be worthwhile. I don't really have bombs to give you, friends, so I'm just gonna leave that idea alone. But the secret room could be... Okay, time to make a map using my head. That's gonna work out great. Oh god, what is this nightmare? I don't care for this at all. I mean, at least I can just take my time here, but I didn't do that well. I didn't do that well, and unfortunately had a little bit of an incident, and now my health is even lower. And I don't like that. So once again, let's try and create a map of the world where the secret room could be. So far, this is not really promising. It's a whole lot of rooms where there's just two adjacent rooms to things, and I'm not loving that. That's tempting to bomb, but there's a... I mean, I'll just bomb it for the chest, I suppose, and for the card. Shot speed up again. Justice, not bad. Half a heart. Could have been better. But we got some stuff out of it, I suppose. I shouldn't be too unhappy. No. I'm fairly sure this was a dead end, but I guess the super secret room could be here? Yeah. Alright. I'll blow you up with some hope. Probably should have just given him money. I have so much money. Could have driven me a health up, but I feel like maybe that 19% angel room chance or whatever, devil deal door opening chance is gonna be enough. This is potential. Yeah, okay. A long, awkward route later, we have reached what one could arguably call a secret room. That is a luck up, which I don't mind with my teeth situation. It's been our only luck up so far, but it's technically something. And that is Reprieve, which I do have a tendency to get hit by at some stage, so little concern for sure, but immediately the end of the world, I suppose. Maybe with the flames it's not too bad. There is a loud ambulance sound outside my house. And other sirens. There's actually a lot of sirens outside my house right now. What is happening? We have so many little flames right now at our disposal, so fortunately I chose the right place for brimstone dodging. No. This has gone on long enough. And we did get an angel room with that low % chance. Very good. And a red heart. Okay. What we're gonna do is gonna put just those 2 hearts in there. That's what I hoped for. Didn't expect it, but it's what I hoped for, that I would get healed up after getting my Angel Room item. And I got healed up after getting my Angel Room item, so that's pretty good. I didn't jump down the wrong hole either, so that's also pretty good. Suddenly my damage, my health situation, and generally my build has become good because of one item. And I can appreciate that. We are going to play this for a minute. Because I need consumables. Also wouldn't mind a pretty fly still, actually. That's 2 red hearts, that's 3 red hearts. This is getting to the stage where even, whatchamacallit. Alright, well that's okay. A sacrifice room is becoming tempting with the amount of red hearts currently on this floor, but so fairly unlikely, I suppose, given the situation. Unidentified pill. If there is a full health pill in my pill pool, I'd really like to know about it, but maybe I should check out my shop first to see if there's a PhD in there. Unfortunately, I cannot tell what items are right now, so I could buy something bad, I suppose. Why am I still playing this? Let's just take that. Retro Vision, Beelzebub. I've got a Lord of the Flies. That's surprising. I wasn't even considering that, but I guess I did pick up 3 fly items, even though they're not the best fly items. I mean, it's... What is the first fly item I picked? There's Obsessed Fan, and there's this Scatole, but what was... Rotten Tomato? I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know, but I guess I did just pick up everything willy-nilly, so Rotten Tomatoes probably like the most likely one, I suppose? Let's get to... I was hoping that I could get the Robo Baby to just shoot this bastard before he could get into this nonsense. Also genuinely thought I had dodged that attack, and then I still got hit by it, so... Fair enough. It's fine. We got Sacred Heart already, so everything's good. Everything's okay in life. No concerns anymore. Oh god, that's friends now. That's probably not terrible, right? It's surprising, but not terrible. There's a lot of red hearts on this floor. I'm deliberately not picking them up in case there's like a heart somewhere or something like that. That's really the only reason. If I can find some way to heal, then sacrifice rooms do become a lot more tempting. Oops. So much for that. I have so many keys. Normally, yes. Not currently, though. In most situations, I would say yes to that trinket. This is one of the rare situations where I'm like, I don't really need it anymore. It's very good if you don't have flight, or actively going for curse rooms without flight, but seeing as I do have flight... Ah, jeez. Yep, got scared by a teleporter. It's going very well today, thank you. Honestly, this build is carrying me so much, like, you have no idea. The amount of flames we're shooting right now is just really nice as well. Like, every time we use the item, we get a flame for the remainder of that room, and it's shooting tiny flames, and that seems really, really good. Honestly, like, the fact that the flames disappear after a minute is kind of annoying, I suppose, but if I can just have, like, 10 of those little flames around me when dealing with the mother fight, then I'm not too concerned. Alright, 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 alright. Let's just go in there. Alright, yeah. Alright. Could have been worse. I probably should, once again, should have just visited my shop first to see if there was Black Condor or something, but no. Ultimately irrelevant. Thank you, Greed, for making all my life choices so much simpler. Okay, might as well check out that last room. There is a lot of red hearts on this floor, and if there's no sacrifice room here, I'll just grab some, I suppose. Pretty interested in this. Not that interested in that. Yeah, the one thing we didn't really need so much, but you know. Fair enough. Secret room wise, it can be everywhere really, so that's fun. Not there though. I didn't really check that hard if it could have even been there, but I mean, there's so many places. I'm a little curious about my challenge room as well, I suppose. Could be nice if there's like some more bombs in here. Yeah, there's potential for bombs. There's bombs, so you know, not terrible. I will take that. Thank you. A little worried, but sometimes you can focus on the big one first, and then life's not so bad. And fortunately, it worked out that way. Unidentified pill. Speed down doesn't matter too much at this stage, but still a little annoying. Some more bombs. We got a little friend because we took some damage there. What a great life. I'm gonna just play this for a while, I suppose. No, that's not the one I wanted. I could get more money, but I really don't need it. I mean, I was really hoping for a blood bag, because blood bag is so good. I definitely could get a lot more money. But really don't need it so much. We got 4 bombs to play with now, so finding the secret room should be easy as that. And we still ended up getting oodles of money, even though I didn't spend some time playing the IV bag, so it all ends up working out in the end. How wonderful. Let's bomb this. Oh, that's not bad. It's another health container right there. That is the Heretic, which I'm not sure if we ever fought before, but I certainly don't remember how to fight him. So hopefully this is going to be okay. Our damage is really high though, so it's probably okay. Yeah, it's probably fine. I think it's just like a lot of dodging, right? At least with our movement speed being what it is, it's really not immediately worrying. Provided he doesn't have like the worst attacks in the world. Yeah, I don't know. He has a brimstone attack as well, and that one didn't happen, so that was pretty good. Another health up. Yeah, we're gonna have so much health at the end of this. The horse fill was definitely really nice in the end, but now we're just getting health everywhere, so that's very convenient. Very good. Let's put our health to almost 0 so we can enter that boss challenge room instead, though. That seems wise. I use stars to get out of this cursed room as well, I suppose. Since I don't think I have another use for stars right now beyond maybe just teleporting randomly somewhere. This is tears up, right? Yeah. Don't hate that. Actually don't hate that so much because my tear rate is something that yeah, just really the only stat I would like to get a little higher anyway, so whatever the other item was. That was the first non-gamble? Why am I bombing that? Ah, jeez. Occasionally you see yourself do things and it's just all moving in slow motion and you're like, why? What's happening? Do I really need to explode that singular flame right there so I can get those 4 rocks? Probably not. Thinking about it a little bit longer, but you know, I've made my choice. Okay, that's interesting. That's decent angel room chance provided I don't take damage for the rest of the floor. There haven't been that many rotten hearts this run, unfortunately. Like, there's been a couple for sure, early on as well, which is really nice, but wouldn't mind a little more. Why is my odds so high as well? Well, I guess in the previous floor I didn't get anything. For some reason I thought that in the previous floor I got Sacred Heart, but that was a while ago, I suppose. But thinking about it a little bit more, probably should have used stars. Thinking about it a little bit more, maybe not. Like, I was thinking about using stars after killing the mom's foot fight, but that might get awkward when you then teleport out of there, and then I don't know if the door is still there when you go back to the boss room again. I recall it being a bit weird at one point during Repentance, and I don't really want to risk not going to Mother at this stage for the sake of one extra maybe angel room. So you know what, I've made my choice, I stand by it. I don't think it was the wrong one, and we're just gonna move on from that. Just gonna deal with every enemy that has any sort of range on me. Unidentified pill, that's exciting. That's less fun. At least there's not that much floor to explore anymore anyway, but still not happy about it. 4.5 volt? How does that work with this? I'm curious. I'm curious if it makes my flame terrible or not. Yeah, it still charges, so I'm guessing this is just better? Assuming that it does charge faster when I'm shooting things? So that could be good. I'm going to places I haven't been yet. Soul of a Zay. Ooh, that's not bad. That'll kill a boss. Mega Rage is Big Blast, so I like Big Blast, and that is going to be useful. I don't fully remember where the boss room was. Never mind. No, that's just... Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't pick up items in this state, unfortunately. Should have recalled that. I didn't. Seraphim as well. Jeez. Alright. Probably not going to get the Polaroid effect to happen very frequently, so let's just take the damage up. Yeah, it might have been better to save it for this, I suppose, but I really wanted that Angel Room, and I actually don't regret it too much because the extra health we got. Did lose my Eternal Heart there, unfortunately, but that's okay. Probably should have just been using these fires as well, thinking about it to make sure that this boss fight is significantly easier. Because there is quite a lot of tears in this fight. And it can get a little dicey. We still got an Eternal Heart for it though, so doesn't matter. We have so much health. It's looking very good. Just need to not screw up at this stage, and I feel like that's doable since I genuinely don't feel like this part of the run is the most difficult part for some reason. Do need to remember I actually have that choice between things that I am going to get now. Strength card is really nice. Like, we do have to choose between consumables now, and I will forever fail to remember that with this particular item, but that's okay. Watch out for that as well, because the flies. Get that secret room, maybe. Look at that. Get another angel room. 5th sacred heart, perhaps. That could be pretty good. Just, you know, regular builds. And just be on our way. I really need to remember that I have the item. But simultaneously, the key... the key is not going to be more valuable than the heart. I have 25 keys. And very little to use it on. And the heart can give me Demon Beggar shenanigans with Bethany, which is rarely a good choice. So, yeah, there is that. I'm not sure if this does charge quicker, you know? I can't really tell. Yuck Heart, I'm tempted to use it once just to get one Rotten Heart. And also Little Flame, of course. It does look pretty cool. I think it might shoot poison tears, I'm not sure. Ooh, it makes flies, really? All the time? Can I just get an army, or can I just get the one? The one would definitely be a lot more reasonable, but it would be fun. Rot Gut. We have a lot of friends at our disposal. We're poisoning the boss right now. No worries. We have 1 heart of defense. I am feeling completely confident. We also have flight, which I feel like is the probably more important thing right here, because flight is pretty damn good during this boss. And you don't need to mess with ladders and things. Now we're just gonna hope I remember how to dodge a little. Well, this is also definitely a little easier with flight for sure. Yeah, this is okay. No worries. 0 damage. We have the option to mess around with a Demon Beggar, but you know what? I'm good. I'd rather not. I'd rather just go to Mother and end the run instead. I think that's probably the better choice at this stage. There you go. Just a bit of poison. As long as I can just keep my health up pretty good, then we're probably good. Also, those enemies really only spawn enemies that are my friends, I guess, so that's also quite nice. Really just making large quantities of friends by accident at this stage. I can appreciate that. Yeah, even the eyes are going for him when it's tomato time, so that's obviously not bad. That is the Forgotten, which I could take. I really should use it more frequently, I feel, because I just end up leaving it every time, and I'm not sure if I should, but simultaneously it does feel very awkward to use. That is a lot of poison on my side. It really just activates like Jacob in Assault mode in a way that I don't feel particularly comfortable with, so I'd rather not bother. This is also not too bad with flight, although I don't like that these enemies are dying too, and then exploding as well so close to me, but it worked out. It worked out. Kinda surprised that wasn't the correct direction, but I'll take it. Yeah, look at that. That is actually pretty damn good. Being friends with these poisonous flies is actually a lot more powerful than I had anticipated. It's a good thing we played the shell game for fun. Which is a sentence most people say frequently on a regular basis because it's a fun strategy, of course. Yep, if I didn't shoot there, wouldn't have been a problem. Alright, let's just heal up real quick. There, should actually just clear out this room, I guess. Really don't need to heal up at this stage, I feel, but better safe than sorry at this stage. We've gone through a whole run already. I'd really just like to end it in a positive note as well. What is that? I guess I can't tell when I have to make the choice. That's fair. I have no problem with that assessment of the video game, I suppose. Please. Wait, can I use Soul of the Forgotten to enter a cursed room? I'm actually curious. You go over there. Oh. Yeah, he doesn't know how to go through a room. Oh, that's, again, fair enough, I suppose. I could just enter it since there's a red heart on the floor anyway. A lot of pills and part of the conjoined transformation. Range down, unidentified, amnesia. Range down anyway. Sure. HP down? No. I took a lot of range down there, but I think my range is still pretty good, so we're okay. We're okay. We're ready to fight Mother. Call it a day. Had a good time. But we're ready to win. Mostly. Now we're ready to win. With our strength card in hand, this shouldn't be difficult. Realistically speaking, this shouldn't be difficult. However, I can probably find a way to make life weird. Let's just shoot a whole bunch of flames. We still have all these soul hearts after all, and I kind of just want to see how strong this gets. There you go. That's a whole bunch of flames. We're shooting so much fire now. We have decent defense, and it's all fading away with every tear shot in my direction. I'm hearing the sizzling sound frequently, which means we're winning. That is the sound of victory right there. And it is sounding rather annoying, but it does get rid of a lot of tears. It nullifies this attack, really, and that is obviously pretty damn good. If it's the only attack that Mother's using. It might also be the tomato, actually, because no tears are showing up at all, but maybe it's the flames? It's hard to because there's a lot of flames going on, as you can tell on the bottom of the screen right now. This is awkward. Don't love this very much. Yeah, it could go either way, actually. The tomato effect is just active the entire time as well, which is kind of absurd, but I'll take it. I don't like this attack. I'm rather done with it. It is awkward to keep my flames when all of the tears are everywhere. As you might be able to understand. There you go. As expected, that was indeed not very difficult. But it was a long walk. But the unlock for that's pretty good. We get Revelation, which is a really nice Angel Room item. We get the Hope Baby for completing Bethany. That's another character completed. That brings the total up to two characters. Very good. But still, it's progress. We are getting pretty far with a lot of characters anyway, so I don't mind that too much. There's a couple where we need to do greedier mode and things, and I might just focus on that a little bit as well. But either way, there you go. Another thing completed. I hope you all enjoyed it, and next time we play, we'll do another run as a different character. And I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.